All right, so we're out here today. We got more garden stuff to take care of, but first of all, we need to show you exactly what we got growing right now. These pepper plants look amazing. You can't hardly see them. There we go. Pepper plants look amazing. These beans that Angela Kay planted on these teepees are popping up real good. Something's biting on them. I think possibly it's little earwig bugs. We have so many earwigs in this area. It's very strange, but so something's been biting on them. Hopefully we got it taken care of. We'll see. But the peppers are looking awesome. You see how green they are? So good, so green. More beans here growing, but now we got to work on this area down here. There's nothing really planted down here. Okay, there's some cucumbers planted back in there that haven't sprouted yet, but we got to get this area right here done. Okay, I see a couple of small trellises over there. We removed those from across the yard where we plant the tomatoes at, but we got to get on this here. So I'm going to get these trellises put up, and while we're starting with that, here's a clip from where we planted the sweet potatoes the other day. So we're planting our sweet potatoes here, and normally we plant six 25-gallon grow bags. We've only got 5 this year. One of them's got a hole in it, so we didn't replace it just for one grow bag of sweet potatoes. It wasn't really worth it, to be honest with you. So what happens when you buy sweet potato slips or plants online, at least, they ship them to you in a box, and they're essentially dried up. Okay, they're not dormant. They're not really, they're not dead, but they are kind of dry. All right. And so they're not necessarily ready to plant at that point in time. So what we do, Angela Kay takes them and puts them in a cup of water like this, see? And it allows the roots to really grow and allows the plants to really liven up, and these will start growing really well. And they're beyond what we really needed, but look how good those roots are. That's one plant. Beautiful roots. And again, it's beyond what we needed, but it's really good to get them livened up and get them roots growing, because it makes it a lot easier to transplant them and a lot easier for them to get started while they're in the ground, right? So now we've filled up our grow bags. These are, again, our 25-gallon grow bags. And I wasn't really, I had a thought, you know, because we're not happy with our results we've been getting. So we have thought, we re-fertilized the dirt. This is all soil that we've used in the past, and whether it be in a green stalk or other containers. And so we filled these bags up, re-fertilized it, but also, in my mind, I'm a little bit crazy, think a little bit differently sometimes. I thought, okay, what are the areas in the country that produce the most sweet potatoes? I may be a little partial, but #1 state in the country is North Carolina. If you didn't know that, it's real. Okay, but beyond that is Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, California. I mean, maybe they got some burning cars with ash over there, but I mean that's another point. But like, it's all acidic soil, very acidic soil, right? So I mean, why not make the soil acidic? At least a little bit, right? So what I decided was I asked Angela Kay. I said, hey, Angela Kay, that's how I talk, you know that. I said, hey, why don't we change the soil up a little bit? Let's get some peat moss. I saw Tractor Supply had a big old bag of peat moss out there, organic black gold peat moss. So if we get some peat moss, that'll liven up the soil a little bit. It'll add some acidity. It'll give it some nitrogen, some growing power, and it'll make the soil a little bit lighter as well. Let's do peat moss in it. So we took and mixed some peat moss in, like no really measured amount, just a good random amount to mix in, but it's going to make the soil a little bit more acidic. It's going to give it some energy and some life and lighten it up a little bit as well. So we mixed in some peat moss with all of our grow bags as well. Did I mention we mixed in peat moss? So by this point, we just take your pretty plant here and plop it down in the dirt, just like that. See that? Simple. It's not hard at all. It's mostly all about the right growing medium and the right container, and giving the right amount of fertilizing and watering the heck out of them. This is really dry soil. You have to water the heck out of this thing, okay? Because sweet potatoes like to stay moist, especially when you're first getting them started. They really need a lot of moisture just to get growing. But here it is, and they're going to vine. See that? They'll vine like crazy. But it's really that simple. We're going to do that to all 5 grow bags. We're going to put 3 in a grow bag. A lot of times we put 4 in before. We're going to put 3 in a grow bag this time, and maybe give a little more space as well, and hopefully have a lot more success growing these beautiful sweet potatoes. So now, after you've enjoyed that beautiful presentation of sweet potatoes getting planted in grow bags, riveting I'm sure, we got this we set these trellises down. Now these trellises again were things we had on the other side of the yard where we planted the tomatoes at. If you go back and watch the video that we just put out about planting our tomatoes, these trellises were over there. This little one right here, just a little, well, probably 5 footer, I don't know, real tiny, real short. And then this one right here, a little bit longer, 10 to 12 foot probably, and it was over yonder as well. We used to grow green beans, or like I think it was Alabama black-eyed peas or something of that nature we put on one time. All delicious food, but we're growing butter peas. We like butter peas more, so we're just planting more butter peas, just to be honest with you. Simplifying our gardening, our seed buying, and just how we eat, just in general. But we're gonna put some green beans on these this year. Green beans is one thing we don't simplify as much because we do. Sorry, look at that. That's very distracting, isn't it? But we do grow several types of green beans, and because we rather enjoy them, and so we're going to do that down here now. Used to down here we would have sweet corn right here where these teepees are at. See these teepees right here, and we would put pink eye purple holes down here, and we put green beans down here, both either or. And so we're still gonna do green beans, just gonna do trellises on them this time, spread out a little bit more, and see how that grows this time. But we've also got a couple of new things that we're doing, a new green bean we're doing on them. So, but we got these up here, just zip tie them. Zip ties are your friend, right? These little black suckers right here. Zip ties right here are your friend. Just tighten them down real good, and it'll stay up. Just T-posts, zip ties, and some welded wire. Very simple trellis. Then we got these bamboo stakes right here. Bamboo, I guess bamboo stakes probably be the right thing to call them. Not like you're gonna eat it, but stake in the ground, right? So did this right. Very simple idea. Is that you just get them in the ground as far as you want them. These right here typically, Angela sits them in the ground because she's a little more precise with it. I get a little impatient, to be honest with you. So it just take kind of the width of my hand right here and put them in. So you need, let me show you. It's a very simple idea actually. Take 6 of them. These are 5 foot tall, and you just take them, put your first 2 down to the side, about on the width that you want, and that could, and very simple measuring device would be your hand, to be honest with you. The width of your hand, pretty simple. Okay, you get that down on both sides and the full width of the teepee that you like, and then place one more in the middle, the width again, so it makes you a good circumference to drive around, yeah, we're driving, goodness, to plant your seeds around the edge. And then at the top, we'll show you here, and just put them all together and zip tie around. You can buy these simple bamboo stakes on Amazon. It's 5 foot, 6 foot. We got some of both. We used to tie them all the time. Angela Kay is a knot tying genius. She was a Girl Scout, so she knows how to tie really good knots. And she used to use the jute twine and tie them up real good, and they work wonderfully. Okay, but it's a little more effort than to just use these dang zip ties. So it's nice, it's cool, it looks good, but I think it's simpler. That's very simple actually, and so we're just trying to get it done and make it simple. But she's done 1, 2, what? She's done all these like that way, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's done 6 of them that way. I mean, it's not hard, to be honest with you, but this is just a little quicker and simpler. Now down here on the teepees themselves, pretty sure, yeah, all 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 teepees that we just put up. On those teepees, we're going to put North Carolina long greasies, beans. Those are beans, okay. We've got 1 teepee of them right here, and the other 1, 2, 5 teepees are Tar Heel beans. If you've watched me all, you're going to understand my infatuation, my love for green beans. Specifically, you know, like an old Appalachian heirloom. I'm from Western North Carolina originally. We adore old-fashioned, delicious green beans. Okay, just to be honest with you, my great grandma grew enough beans. Here's the story here. My great grandma grew enough beans for 6 families. Okay, or 6 households. You know, our house, my mom's brother and sister, some for her mom, which her mom grew some as well. My great grandma's other, you know, children, which she had several, don't know how many, and then some neighbors too. It's enough for at least 6 households. I mean, she grew so many green beans. Okay, so I just love them. Just being real with you, they're delicious. So we do grow a lot of green beans. We love the old-fashioned green beans, to be honest with you. So that's why we grow, you know, like Tar Heel beans in North Carolina along Greasy's. They're an old Appalachian heirloom. You can find those. We buy them at Sustainable Mountain Sustainable Mountain Agriculture. I think is what it is. If you just go to heirlooms.org, that is it. Okay, great, delicious, wonderful seeds. You're gonna pay a little price. Okay, they're a little pricey, but if you want the old-fashioned beans, they got so many, and tomatoes as well. But again, they're a little pricey, but if you just want them, that's where you're gonna find them. So that's on all the teepees, but on these 2 little trellises here, we're gonna do something a little different. Okay, and it's funny, it's like it is old-fashioned. It's not gonna sound old-fashioned, but it kind of is. We got this pack of seeds right here from True Leaf Market. Okay, I know it doesn't say it, and it says like Kitazawa seed, right? Something like that. It's actually True Leaf Market's Asian side, I guess you should say. But these aren't Asian seeds. these are actually like an old Italian heirloom green bean. So it's going to be under, I'm going to show you right here, pole bean King Bien. Okay, Qingbien. But then it says Romano to the side. You see that? It says that because this is the Romano pole bean. Okay, there are Romano bush beans that you can find, but this is the Romano pole bean. It is the old-fashioned bean that Italians adore. If you listen to any Italian farmers, which is gonna be hard, but like there's some cooks out there, some chefs that have YouTube channels or whatnot, they're really, or TikToks, Instagrams, whatever it may be, that are really popular, really good. Angela Kay watches them because Angela Kay loves to cook and she adores watching other people cook. They've got this, you know, long-standing love for the Romano heirloom Romano pole beans. Okay, and truly, if you pay attention, if you look into food and how it's done, there's a lot of similarities from old-fashioned Italians and how they eat and cook to how an old-fashioned person in the South might eat, especially in Appalachia, might eat and cook. We've got 3 or 4 squirrels just having a ball over here on these trees. But so it's very simple to say that as a southerner from western North Carolina and Appalachian, Blue Ridge Mountains, right? I love, you know, old-fashioned southern mountain cooking, but at the same time, I do love Italian food. And Angela Kay happens to do both really well. Lucky me. But but anyways, so this is why this is why we kind of get into some Italian varieties as well, and this is what we do for it. It might sound Asian, it's really more Italian. And kind of find out, like old-fashioned Italian farmers, they love to eat this bean with pancetta and tomatoes. Sounds kind of like a southerner who eats their green beans with some fat back and a big slice of tomato, don't it? It's really very similar. So they swear by these beans. I swear by North Carolina longs and Tar Heels. But we do love green beans, so we're gonna try planting these this year and see how they stack up. That's just kind of how we do things. I do love green beans. So we're putting these, long story short, we put these green beans on these trellises down here, okay? And there we have it. The in-ground portion of the garden is done, finally. Bunch of peas, yeah, sugar snap peas on like we'll say a 50-foot trellis, okay? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10. We have 10 teepees of green beans, all North Carolina long Greasy's or Tar Heel beans. Then we've got these 2 trellises here of the King Bien, or actually Romano beans, which we're excited about. And I just seen behind me, what we just did was we just scattered some flower seeds, planted a few sunflower seeds, 3 different varieties, kind of in rows. You'll see here we did how we did the back row, but like a strawberry blonde sunflower, a lemon queen or lemon sunflower, lemon queen, and then the other one was a what? Autumn sunrise sunflower. So we planted a few different sunflower varieties and a bunch of just broadcast some Johnson California zinnia seeds. We got a large pack of them from Haas Tools, which is a ton of flower seeds, which is awesome. We're just kind of broadcasting a little bit. This section down here doesn't grow a lot of food well, to be honest with you. It's been used as a trash pile in the past from somebody maybe 20 years ago, who knows, but we keep getting trash out of there. So sunflowers honestly are good for getting toxins out of the ground, so we're kind of hoping to get toxins out of the ground with the sunflowers, but also just put some stuff down here for some color, some pop, some life, attract some pollinators, and just really truly have a beautiful spot down here in the bottom end, which can kind of look a little gloomy and weird sometimes, just to be honest with you. So we just kind of raked over the dirt, put some sunflower seeds in, broadcast the zinnia seeds, raked back over, just doing some basic stuff, hoping to get just a really nice look to it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.